Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? I hope every one of you will always be in a great condition. We are already in the 14th week. The topic is analyzing a sentence. For this topic, I really need you to focus on the materials because the material would be quite complex if I have to say. Not difficult, but it's quite complex because we're going to learn how to make or construct a sentence using tree diagrams. Okay, so let's just start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, first we have to know the phrase structure rules. Oke, ini adalah peraturan atau rules untuk menyusun sebuah frasa, to construct a phrase. There are three. The first one is determine which elements are permitted in the phrase. Jadi, teman-teman harus menentukan elemen apa yang harus ada di dalam frasa tersebut. Contohnya itu ada seperti ini. Kita ada satu frasa di sini, which is a noun phrase, the big red book on the table. So this is a noun phrase, and then the first one you have to determine which element are permitted in the phrase. So jadi yang di sini satu elemen yang benar-benar harus ada di dalam noun phrase adalah a noun. After that, the second rule is you have to use the correct left to right ordering. So the left to right ordering in this phrase, the first one is a determiner. And then after that, the adjective phrase, big red. After that, the noun. And then after that, a prepositional phrase. So the noun may be preceded itu maksudnya didahului ya, yang paling kiri. Maksudnya bagian kiri dari noun. By a determiner and then an adjective phrase. After that, it would be the noun. And then after that, yang sebelah kanan, it may be followed by a prepositional phrase. Jadi, harus perhatikan left to right orderingnya, jangan sampai terbalik-balik dalam bahasa Inggris. Misalnya, kalau bahasa Indonesia buku yang besar dan berwarna merah. Tapi kalau bahasa Inggris tidak bisa the book big red gitu, nggak bisa ya. Harusnya the big red book. Urutannya itu harus benar. After that, you have to consider optional elements. Jadi setelah kita memiliki elemen yang harus ada, yang wajib ada, barulah teman-teman bisa menambahkan elemen-elemen opsional mana yang bisa ditambahkan di noun phrase. Jadi seperti ini, prepositional phrase is also an optional element. Ya, elemen terus after that, adjective phrase, this one is also an optional element. Ini adalah the rules to construct a phrase. Okay, now we're going to look at the kinds of structures, phrase structures here. Mungkin teman-teman sudah mempelajari ini di Intro to Linguistics ya, tetapi kita harus menyegarkan pikiran atau menyegarkan ingatan teman-teman kembali. Yang pertama ini sentence. Sentence, it contains noun phrase and verb phrase. Ini selalu ada, wajib ada itu ya. Sentence consists of a noun phrase followed by a verb phrase. Nah, ini left to right orderingnya jangan sampai salah. Yang pertama itu harus noun phrase dulu, kemudian verb phrase. After that we have noun phrase. Noun phrase must contain a noun. Must contain a noun. Nah, di sini kita ada yang in the bracket here, the bracketed elements. Yang di dalam kurung ini maksudnya itu bisa ditambahkan dan boleh juga tidak ditambahkan gitu. Jadi yang paling utama adalah yang tidak di dalam kurung, dan yang di dalam kurung itu boleh ditambahkan dan boleh juga dihilangkan. For example, this one noun phrase, the noun may be preceded by a determinant and an adjective phrase. After that, it may be followed by a prepositional phrase. And then the next one is a verb phrase. So it's just like the noun phrase. So the verb phrase must contain a verb. Jadi ini adalah elemen wajibnya ya. Kemudian left to right orderingnya kita lihat susunannya setelah verb phrase. It may be followed by a noun phrase or an adjective phrase. It can be both, or it can be none of both of them. Jadi bisa noun phrase aja, bisa adjective phrase aja, atau bisa juga dua-duanya, atau bisa juga tidak kedua-duanya. Jadi ini maksud dari bracketnya itu. Setelah itu, it can also be followed by a prepositional phrase. And I have to remind you once again that the elements that are inside the brackets here, they are optional elements, Joe. So you may add them, and you also, it's okay also if you don't want to add them. And then the next one is an adjective phrase. An adjective phrase, it must contain an adjective, but it can also be preceded by an intensifier. Intensifier itu maksudnya itu very, really ya. How to make an adjective really intense, to make it more intense. So that is intensifier. This is also an optional element. And then the next one is prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase, it must contain a prepositional, and that preposition, after that, it must be followed by a noun phrase. You have to understand that this prepositional phrase, it must contain both of these elements. Jadi tidak ada yang di bracket ini ya. Jadi ini harus wajib dua-duanya ada, karena setelah just like what I have explained to you before, that if we only add preposition, then it would be unclear. It would be not clear in the sentence. Kalau yang lainnya, phrases yang lainnya, noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective phrase, they can just contain one word. It is okay for them to just contain one word, but for the prepositional phrase, it must have a preposition and also a noun or noun phrase. Di sini ada catatan note, adverb phrase can be added to verb phrase also. Okay, these are the examples. Jadi setelah yang sudah saya jelaskan tadi, yang elemen yang di dalam kurung ini, the bracketed elements, they are not they don't have to be there. They are optional elements. For example, I saw a car. Di sini noun phrase-nya adalah a car. And it contains just one determiner and one noun. And then what about I saw a red car? A red car is also a noun phrase, but it contains a determiner, an adjective phrase, and a noun. I saw a red car behind him. This one also, it can contain a determiner, an adjective phrase, a noun, and a prepositional phrase. All these are included to noun phrase. And don't forget the materials that I have explained to you about the head and the pre-modifier and the post-modifier. Kalau noun phrase, the head must be a noun. Okay, another example, not another, but more examples, yeah. So these examples are from the verb phrase. For example, my mother arrived. Just one word here, one verb here, which is a verb, but it can also considered as a verb phrase. And then my mother cooked some pasta. This one also, it can contain just one verb and one noun phrase. Like this, one verb and one noun phrase. My mother cooked some pasta in the kitchen. One verb, and then the noun phrase, and then the prepositional phrase. This one, and then this one. My mother is in the kitchen. The verb phrase, it contains verb and then prepositional phrase. Jadi this one, noun phrase and adjective phrase, it is not included in this sentence. The boy is tired. Verb phrase plus adjective phrase. Verb phrase plus adjective phrase. The boy is tired after a long ride to Jakarta. The verb phrase contains verb and then adjective phrase and prepositional phrase. So remember that the bracketed elements are optional. Okay, so this is the last part of this material. So all of you have already known how to analyze the elements in a phrase. Jadi teman-teman sudah bisa menganalisis elemen-elemen dari frasa-frasa ya di sini seperti ini. Now we're going to learn how to construct a sentence structure with 3 diagrams. For example, a student in my class works at the mall recently. And then I know that maybe some of you have difficulties or are confused how to write down a 3 diagrams. Mungkin ada teman-teman yang sudah lupa-lupa ingat gitu ya dari pelajaran atau mata kuliah Intro to Linguistics. And then you can also look at YouTube. You can watch the YouTube for the videos on how to construct 3 diagrams. However, these are just my personal ways on how to work on 3 diagrams. Jadi di sini adalah tips buat teman-teman. Mungkin teman-teman punya cara tersendiri untuk menuliskan 3 diagrams, tapi ini buat saya pribadi adalah cara yang paling mudah dalam menuliskan 3 diagrams. So, for the first step, you have to start from the bottom. Jadi pertama kita tidak perlu dari atas dulu ya, dari S dulu. Tapi dari bawah dulu biar tidak bingung kalau saya pribadi itu seperti itu. A student in my class works at the mall recently. And then after that you have to determine the elements. Yang A is determiner, and then student is a noun, in is a preposition, etc., etc. And also the adverb. After that, you have to break the sentence into clause. After clauses, then into phrases. Jadi misalnya kalau sentence-nya itu berupa compound sentence or complex sentence, itu kan pasti terdiri dari beberapa clause, beberapa sentence dijadikan satu. Nah, untuk yang ini kita hanya memiliki satu clause and satu sentence, one clause and one sentence. So that means I'm just going to break this sentence into phrases. The first phrase is a student in my class, and then the second phrase is works at the mall recently. These ones, all of these are noun phrase, and all of these are verb phrase. Jadi kalau ini jadikan satu akan menjadi noun phrase, yang ini juga kalau dijadikan satu akan menjadi verb phrase. After that, you have to make your way upward. Ya, dari bawah itu bisa langsung ke atas. Kalau saya, yang pertama adalah yang paling kanan dulu seperti ini. Determiner plus noun, it can make a noun phrase, my class. Jadi jangan maksudnya yang paling sedikit gitu. Jadi dimulainya itu jangan in my class, tapi my class. Karena in my class, ini bisa jadi prepositional phrase, in plus noun phrase, ya kan? Setelah itu prepositional phrase, preposition plus noun phrase, itu jadi prepositional phrase. After that, determiner, noun plus prepositional phrase. it makes a noun phrase. Yang ini sudah beres semua, kemudian kita lanjut ke phrase yang kedua. Yang pertama dari sini dulu. The mall. The terminal plus noun, it becomes a noun phrase. After that, we add the preposition plus noun phrase, it becomes a prepositional phrase. After that, tadi yang note sebelumnya itu adverb bisa ditambahkan ke verb phrase ya. Verb plus prepositional phrase, and then it could also be added by adverb phrase, it becomes a verb phrase. Setelah kita punya noun phrase dan verb phrase-nya, barulah kita jadikan sentence seperti itu. So please remember that a sentence always contains a noun phrase and a verb phrase. Teman-teman juga harus menghafal frasa-frasa itu bisa mengandung atau memiliki elemen mana aja. Mana yang opsional, mana yang wajib. Itu juga harus dihafal. Okay, I think that's all for today. After this, we're going to practice on how to construct a sentence structure with 3 diagrams. Thank you very much for today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.